Hey, it's not Tuesday night. I get it. It's Thursday night. We're only a couple of days late. No big deal. But hey, welcome to Overland Radio. I'm your host tonight, Lee, and my co-host Ashley is right down there. Anyway, we had a few things happening on Tuesday night, so we just didn't do the show together. So tonight we're doing the show, and yes, it is a couple of days late. But before we get started, quick thank you and shout out to our sponsors, Overland Attic, Rugged Bound, Midland Radios. We appreciate all of you and everything you do. Thanks for supporting us and helping us bring content. For those of you that are new, please go subscribe and check out all our social media. Is that what they say nowadays? I'm not good at this stuff. So anyway, whatever. All right. Let's bring on Ashley. What do you say? Maybe Ashley?
So you are in control and you act like I have access to it all.
I know.
It's terrifying to admit that you have control of things.
Why would you? What do you mean it's terrifying? There's nothing
Really?
terrifying about it. Let me change our background because I made some new backgrounds today.
Oh, Lord. I didn't even look at those.
Look, we have a new, what? I have this one that says, and I even put your name first.
I did see that. I appreciated it.
Because I didn't want to listen to you bitch at me. But anyway, that's beside the point. No nagging. So I'll put your name first.
I appreciate that. We're just going to say it's in alphabetical order. So I start with so I'm always first.
Oh, that's how this works.
Yes.
Daggum. I knew it had to. Anyway, I knew it and just didn't know it. Hey, yes, we're a couple of days late.
Yes, we
Sorry.
are.
Don't kill us, okay, people? But Jennifer says, I agree, Ashley. Okay, whatever that means.
Thanks, girl. I got you.
Great. Teaming up on me already.
Of course.
Fantastic. So tonight on the show, Ashley and I are going to do a couple of things here. She's going to recap the Rendezvous in the Ozarks because she was there.
Bailed.
I wasn't there.
You bailed.
That's beside the point. It's kind of one of those things where it's just not. I don't really get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm really not. It's just that for me, I just don't get a whole lot of enjoyment out of it. Now, it's been, 3 years since I've been. So I probably should, at some point in time, maybe go again.
I mean, so you haven't been since they moved to Mulberry, which was last year. And Mulberry is great because there's self-service for the most part. There's the vendors can actually take cards a lot easier. You're not having to worry about carrying all the cash, but it is a different experience compared to birds. Me personally, I'm very partial. I like birds better than Mulberry. Mulberry is just this big, giant open field. There's not a whole lot of trees where you can set up camp. So unless you want to hang out in the night owl section.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Jennifer's already saying birds, yes, too.
Yes, yeah. Well, I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. Why after that last year at Birds, I just never really went back. And it wasn't that I had a bad experience. It really wasn't. It just, I don't know. Can't quite put my finger on it, but that's okay. But you finally made it. You were late getting there.
God, yes.
Because you have the same problem that I have. And that is a dumbass kid that doesn't finish his homework.
Yep. So as Lee said, I have my son did not turn in. He would be, oh my God, one of the assignments.
Okay, now don't blow a gasket. I only brought it up as a kind of a joke because I have when Jamie was in school, we had some of the same problems. Smartest kid in the damn class.
I know.
But just common sense was like,
totally out the window. But he, one assignment he pulled up for his engineering class, all of it was done, but 3 questions.
Right.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Just answer those and submit it. Everything that you've submitted so far is 100%. 80s, 90s. He's got A's and B's. But then he's not turning in his assignment. So we were up until 11:30 at night finishing homework Thursday night. And the deal was if he got it all done, we would load up the next morning. If not, his ass was going to school, and we weren't going to go at all. So he cranked through it. He busted his butt so we could go.
Yeah.
But then when we get there, Jeff told everybody. So everyone who's like, hey, where's Ashley? Why isn't Ashley here? Jeff's telling people. So like when we rolled up Friday.
Oh, they gave Gavin a hard time.
Oh my God. The lectures that he got were insane. And all I could do was laugh. And he was just getting so pissed off. But I'm like, that's what you get, you know?
It happens. I mean, that's you got to pay the price sometimes. So, so tell us when you got there. Well, well, just give us the rundown real quick.
So
Jeff's giving us the thumbs up.
Yeah. Why? Because he told on Jeff, or he told on Gavin. Yeah. So when I got there, I was legitimately chasing a storm out of Tulsa. Hit Muskogee, got poured on. Hit Sallisaw, got poured on, and then I was ahead of it. Well, so when I finally get there, I wasn't there like 30 minutes, and it started drizzling, rain.
It caught up to you.
It caught up to me. It was cold, super windy, and then like the rain stops. Well, it's all clouds, so you can't see anything. The kids are freezing because we all forgot our coats because it was a quick pack that morning and take off. I'm like, I'll go to Walmart. I'll run down the hill, go to Walmart. No, you couldn't see the road unless what was like right at the end of your vehicle. I had a Tacoma try and almost ran me off the road just trying to get out of Mulberry Mountain.
Oh, gosh.
Had to turn around, go back. I'm like, we'll wait until it lifts. But like the vendors and stuff, there's a lot more than last year, which was great. And it was set up.
That's a really good thing. I didn't know that.
So there's a lot more vendors than last year, and they were set up a lot better this time. Instead of the big oval that they had the previous year, it was actually like actual aisles that you can go up and down. And Jeff was talking to the mini keg guy because he thinks he needs more of those when he already has two.
Well, I mean,
I know.
He who dies of the most toys wins. Live richly.
Well, so
it's a motto.
About toys. Chad freaking got me.
Wait. Okay, we need to clarify the kind of toys we're talking about.
No. Don't go there. I'm talking about Overland toys.
Okay.
So Chad posted like the day before,
so
Wednesday, about the hammock.
Did you see it?
The hammock stand?
Yeah, because I commented on it. That thing's pretty cool.
I got one.
Did you really?
I did.
And it hooks to your Prinsu rack, okay?
I haven't set it up yet. I told Jeff, I was like, because Chad didn't really sell any at the expo or at Rendezvous, and I feel like it was because he had his set up on his trailer and it was kind of tucked back. I was like, if we had hooked ours up and set it up, he probably would have sold a whole bunch because of people walking around and seeing everybody's rigs. But we didn't set it up because it was just so windy and cold and misty, rainy. I was like, I'm not going to sit in the hammock. The kids had their chill monkeys again, and
I saw the pictures of the chill monkeys. I was like, and I was like, man, that was a good investment. I think.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, at one point we had 5 set up.
Yeah, you had a bunch there. They were all like in a
circle. We did like this little rainbow flower thing and took a picture of all the kids. But they had more birds. I can see them possibly having more vendors at Birds. I think they're still trying to grow Rendezvous since the move.
Yeah.
But, Rick and Randy, they do a great job. And, of course, Rick, I had to give him a hard time for driving a Jeep when I was there. He was driving around on this little Polaris, and I told him that I liked his new vehicle compared to his Jeep.
Oh.
Yeah. He got me. He gave me shit back. He's like, it still outruns a Toyota out on the trails.
Oh, fighting words. Fighting words.
Such a mess. But I mean, there was a lady there that did freeze-dried foods. There was a lot of different
she's from Colorado, and I have a bunch of her foods. And I had the lasagna not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was freaking good. It was actually way more than I could eat.
I mean, what we tried was very, very good. The kids got the freeze-dried marshmallows, which taste like Lucky Charm marshmallows. They they got the brown, like they went for the candy stuff, the brownies and the Skittles, but she was super knowledgeable. I got some of the pine needle cream and stuff like that to put on. But like she was a lot of fun. This I cannot remember the name of the smokestack people that were there with the
they had the rocket stove thing, that folds up.
Yeah, they were there. Of course.
Did you buy one for Jeff?
No.
Why?
We got a propane fire pit. He's happy.
But he could have been even happier had he had one of those.
No, we got the hammock stand.
That was yours, not his.
But he picked it up for me.
That's not how this works. You get a hammock stand, he gets something too. All right, everybody out there, listen. Back me up, people. If Ashley buys something for herself, then Jeff's supposed to get something too. After all, he's the man of the house, and he's the boss. When Ashley doesn't have his nuts in her purse.
I can't even look at you without laughing.
Speaking of that, wait, stop, listen. I got this thing we're going to try. Now hear me out, and everybody listening, just hold on. Ashley and I are going to have a contest. Okay.
Wait, I'm just hearing about this. What contest?
So we're going to do a dad joke contest.
Oh, no.
Yes, we're going to do dad jokes. The deal is if I tell you a dad joke and you laugh, you have to take a shot.
I don't have any liquor with me right now.
Not now. We're not going to do it tonight. We're going to prepare for this. This is going to be a full-on game on type deal. If you tell me a dad joke and I laugh, then I have to take a shot.
No,
but
I'm screwed.
Here's the caveat. If I tell you, or either one of us tell a joke, and we both happen to laugh because I crack myself up or you crack yourself up, then we both have to take a shot.
I will be wasted within 15 minutes.
That's the idea. Jeff, I'm trying to help you out. Thank me later.
No.
So we're going to plan this, and I don't know what we're going to call it yet. I'm going to have to get on ChatGPT, and I'm going to have to plug all this stuff in and have it come up with a good name for us.
Emma has a dad joke book. I'll just use it.
No, you don't get to use the book. You have to. Well, I guess really it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You got to have good ones, though.
Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are terrible.
Yeah, some of them are really bad. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Back to it. Sorry.
No, you're good. So Jeff and his buddies, at Big Iron, they're notorious cut-off shirts and dance that they did.
That was funny.
This time they were rocking kilts.
I saw the pictures.
They were traditional Scottishmen in their kilts. So there was that.
That's just one of those pictures you can't get out of your head.
It was quite comical. Jenna got 2 things, and he only got 1.
Not fair.
I think it's totally fair.
Whatever.
But I mean, it was a lot of fun. We went to Chad's little party.
Was it the Friday the 13th party or something that he had, or the one at the? Because he did a movie night too.
I don't know about the movie night, but it might have been the Friday the 13th that we did at his booth.
Right.
And I was rocking a sloth onesie. Oh yeah.
God.
So me and my girlfriends were wearing onesies. One was a llama and the other one was Jack Skellington. And that was a spur of the moment decision when I went to Walmart that afternoon. Saw them and I was like, we're getting these.
Oh my gosh.
So we were rocking onesies, and Jennifer was there in a Buc-ee's onesie, which I desperately need because it had a tail. So she just kept shaking her butt. I'm a little jealous of the tail thing, but yeah.
Dear Lord.
They were so warm.
Oh my gosh. So, okay. So what else did you buy? Anything else? You bought the hammock thing? You didn't buy? Okay. Did you go on a trail ride?
I did not go on a trail ride because I drove the Sequoia up.
Okay.
And so since the Sequoia is not lifted or anything yet, I have not, I'm not taking out on trails until I get some more work done done to it. And Jeff just wasn't interested in taking the 4Runner out this time. So we did not do any rides.
That's okay. I mean, you still had a good time hanging out, I'm sure. I saw the pictures where y'all had your little...
Our orchestra?
Well, I had other words for it, but yeah, we'll go with orchestra.
Orchestra is what you call 2 or more crickets. And since us and our buddies have tacks of crickets, we're an orchestra. And that's how we set it up as our little wagon wheel, U-shaped. And we all just camp right there.
Man, the things that are popping through my head right now. Anyway,
behave.
But I get tired of having hate mail. People send me hate mail all the time about stuff I say. So I gotta.
Are you sure it's not written by Felicia?
It might be. I don't know. No, she just tells me to my face. So you had the cricket there, and no trail rides.
No.
What was obviously besides Chad, because he's our buddy and sponsor, but what other good booths or good vendors were there?
Logic Overland was there with the coffee again.
Yeah. Okay.
And I do need to talk to them about making an espresso version of coffee, because I learned the other morning that does not work. But, talk to them, talk to Jared and Kayla with Shop Overland Apparel.
Yeah. How'd they do? I know they were killing it. They always do.
Were. And then the fact that they have sweatshirts and everything else, and it was so cold. I'm sure they were selling the crap out of those. I'm trying to think of who else. Emma and I got matching permanent bracelets. So Rick's daughter, I believe he said it was his daughter, was there with a little booth for the first time, and she was doing permanent jewelry.
Nice.
So Emma and I got matching permanent bracelets, and then my girlfriends and I all did matching as well. So I ended up with 2.
Okay.
But yeah.
Can you show them? Do you have them right there?
Yeah, they're super dainty. So if any females looking to do permanent jewelry, I highly recommend it. But they're super, super dainty. So the black one's Emma and I, and the rose gold is me and my girlfriends.
Nice.
But you don't notice them. She did a great job.
Okay. So when they put them on, they're just basically they stay on. You don't unclasp them.
No. So it's held on by what she called a jump ring. And I'm trying to find it.
Got it.
So on the black one, you can see it easier. There's this little silver.
Okay. Yeah.
She takes, I called it a soldering tool, but she said no. It's actually a little welder, little teeny tiny one. It makes one popping sound, and she just kind of brushes any of the birds or something like that would be on there, and it's permanently attached.
Interesting.
If you decide that you want to take it off for any reason, you can use a pair of pliers and just cut it.
Just cut it, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hey,
the star of OSOS.
Yeah, Jeff. So that's your secret Overland Society thing or whatever.
Secret Overland Society.
Yeah.
And we were walking around with a flag, and everyone's like, it's not so secret, which is the whole point.
I know.
Yes.
Some days I want to take Jeff's man card from him, but some days I don't.
You say all the time that he doesn't have one because of me, so.
No, you beat the poor guy down so much. You're mean.
I am not mean. So his boss actually talked to me today and was
about being mean, probably.
What was so funny is we were talking about the camp trips, about Big Iron and Rendezvous, and I had said that Jeff was doing them. He's like, I can't believe you let him walk around with that half-cut shirt at Big Iron. He goes, and then the kilts at this last weekend. He's like, he's regressing to his high school days. I was like, look, I don't know him I didn't know him when he was in high school, but apparently he used to.
Hold up, his boss knew him back in high school?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, the stories you should be able to get.
I hear them. I've heard them. I don't really know how accurate they are because sometimes they tend to get a little blown out of proportion.
Who cares? Yeah. You need to share them every now and then. Sorry, Jeff.
I
love you, buddy, but man, if we can get one good laugh in at your expense, I'm in.
You get to laugh at him constantly.
I know he's a good guy though. So what else? So I noticed that at Rendezvous they had posted on Facebook that they were looking for some more crafty style vendors. Did they have a lot of those show up? Like the lady from Colorado. Or somebody doing candles or somebody doing, whatever. Did they have much of that stuff?
Not as much as you would think. Like I said, the permanent jewelry was a new thing. They did have somebody doing it. It was jams and salsas and stuff.
Nice.
And, then the freeze-dried food.
Tony, sorry, man.
Tony got to see the kilts up front, up close.
Did he?
I think he was scarred.
I just, yeah, Tony, I'd love to visit it with you guys, but I'll be honest, I don't know why. I was telling Ashley earlier at the beginning of the show, just the Rendezvous just doesn't seem like a thing that I get into anymore. But I need to give it another shot. I probably do. So anyway, Jennifer says it was Sean and I's wedding anniversary. We did movie night every night at camp. It was really good to see and hang out with our friends. And so happy I actually finally made it before Jeff got in trouble. Well, you know,
he behaved very well. I'm impressed.
Chad says the costumes from Ashley's group were epic. Yeah, Chad, I have to agree. The pictures that I saw, they were pretty.
He's got the photo of us in our onesies, and the boys in their kilts, and it was. Chad might be scarred from the experience, but
I don't know. No, I doubt it. He's pretty tough cookie.
He is tough, but he did get me with that hammock stand, and I cannot wait to get it on the 4Runner.
So, Chad, since you're listening, that hammock stand, is there a way to attach it to the side of my Alucab since I have those T-slots on the outside corners? Because if so, that might be a good thing to have on the awning side. You know what I mean? Just put it right there at the awning side.
I mean, he had it on his trailer right below his awning.
Yeah.
Oh, look here. He said, yep.
Oh, he did.
He did.
Okay, well,
Chad, he does not get the show special. Because he did not make it to Rendezvous.
Shut up, Ashley.
No, I'm saying it right now.
Don't make me cut you off.
I don't care. Cut me off. I'll come back.
She's not the boss of you, Chad. Don't listen to her. Yeah, that might have to be an option because I enjoy the hammock thing. Anyway, yeah, busted.
See,
so
Tony's
what else?
On my side too.
Yeah, Tony. Well, Tony.
No. Tony's on my side.
Tony, do you really want to be on her side?
Yes, he knows. He knows the right side to be on.
Tony still has to send me a list of his updates for his website that he needs done. Right, Tony?
Don't threaten him. Don't threaten him.
I'm teasing.
You cut your beard.
He knows I'll do it. Yeah, I did cut my beard.
You cut your beard. You no longer look like Santa Claus or Jack Black.
I know.
The kids are devastated.
I know. Emma was unhappy. Amelia was unhappy.
See?
But I looked at a couple of pictures of myself at that cleanup and thought, it's getting a little crowded out of hand there, Lee. So anyway, it'll be all right. But okay, back to the Rendezvous. Who had the best booth?
Well, I have to be biased on that one. I have to say Chad.
I was wondering if Chad was going to bring a lot of stuff with him. Because it's hard. You got to pack up. I mean, he has to pack up all that stuff in a trailer, and if he's by himself, and then so anyway, I didn't know whether or not he brought a lot because I knew he was going to bring the off tracks with him, or I think he was. And then normally he brings the cargo trailer with all the stuff in it. So I didn't know if he had a big booth or not.
He had your spices lined up on the side of his trailer.
Yeah, they
really
look
good
cool.
lined up there.
Yeah, they do. I told you earlier, I finished the website. I've updated the inventory. I have new stuff on the way. I actually have something in the works. I got an email on the blend.
Okay.
I can't tell it what it is yet, but if you like spicy and you like chili oils.
That's Jeff.
I got something in the works, but I'm just trying to get the blend together right now.
Well, make Jeff your guinea pig. He likes spicy.
Yeah, there you go. Ashley introduced me to a coffee vendor, which I can't think of the moment. That's probably Logic.
Logic coffee. So good. I introduced her to Jen. I don't remember if you had the Willie one or
Wise Willie.
The Wise Willie or the Canyon Craig, which I'm just 1,000% addicted to.
I'm pretty sure Chad likes I think if I'm not mistaken, he's a Wise Willie fan. Oh, she said Skull?
I don't know what the Skull is.
Oh, Canyon Craig is good.
Craig. Yes, the Canyon Craig is The skull's on the bag, so she's thinking the skeleton. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
Canyon Craig.
That's okay. Sorry. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Canyon Craig. Yeah. Chad likes the Wise Willie. Jennifer says Canyon Craig. I will say this. Ashley did send me a message, and those guys want to come on the show with us. So,
Yeah.
And I talked to them at Big Iron, and so they want to do a show. So we're gonna have them do a show with us, and I don't know when. I'm gonna let Ashley.
I'll set that one up.
She can set that up. So anyway, I'll say this. Their coffee probably smells
so good.
The best out of any coffee I think I've ever smelled.
Yes.
I'm not a coffee connoisseur. So even though I like it, a little bit or enough, I don't like it like you guys all like it. I'll drink it, but I'm just not a coffee connoisseur. But I will say this, I will sit there and sniff at the bag all day long.
Tony said he made like 6 pots of the Canyon Craig.
What?
Yeah.
Please tell me he didn't drink all that.
Tony, did you drink it all?
Oh my gosh.
Chad's saying he tried all of them this weekend, and they're all delicious, which they are. Jeff really likes the Wise Willie. The Canyon Craig is my favorite just because it's got the chocolate to it.
Yeah.
I did learn not to put it in the espresso machine the other morning.
Did you grind it up fine enough to go in the espresso machine? Because I think for espressos, you have to do it almost like a fine powder.
So we have the espresso machine where you just pour the beans in and then it grinds it.
Okay, got it.
So it grinds it down to what it is that you need. It just it messed with the combination and just did not turn out well. So I was very upset and disappointed the other morning trying to drink coffee and couldn't. So now I got to bring out the original coffee pot.
Tony says he shared it with his neighbors. He didn't drink. He didn't drink all of it.
With Jeff Kubiak with Bad Act Trailers.
Jeff Kubiak.
Kubiak, yes. They were. I don't know. Jeff's friends call him Tulsa Jeff because they've decided that if they don't know somebody's name in the overlanding community, they're just Jeff because there's so many Jeffs.
He's not listening, but I like to call him Jackass Jeff.
Oh my gosh!
But that's an endearing term, okay? So it's not a mean thing because I go down to his place and hang out. I think Jeff is a fantastic guy.
Oh, no, Jeff's calling him Buffalo Jeff.
Buffalo Jeff.
Because of the bison on the Bad Act.
That makes perfect sense on the side of his trailers. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So I have to ask this, Chad, since you're in here and listening, are you going to stock the Logic Overland coffee?
Ooh, I think you should, because Jennifer said earlier that she didn't go back and buy some because Sean broke his Xterra.
Oh, I heard he tried to launch it.
He did. He tried to launch it.
Way to go, dumbass.
Something about taking it out of four-wheel drive, and they were still on the trail.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, so he broke it. So they had to do, there was somebody there actually doing, she said, tried, he did break it. So there was somebody there doing actual repairs.
Really?
At Rendezvous.
That's kind of neat or new, I guess, right?
Like he wasn't a vendor. It was just somebody
be there.
Somebody that just happened to be there. And so he was charging, I think I heard $60 an hour to fix your vehicle on site.
He saw sucker written on Sean's head.
Jennifer's going to hurt you. And I'm just going to sit back and video.
You know what? She's probably agreeing with me that she's ready to kill Sean for costing her, because she's probably the one paid for it, to be honest. Right? Probably. But I just got to give him a hard time. He's a cool dude.
But when she kicks your ass, I'm videoing this. We're going to go live on Facebook and we're going to video Jennifer.
Why? I'm the one on her side saying Sean was a dumbass for trying to launch it.
She'd still fight you, though.
Oh, gosh.
She'll defend me. She'll defend me if you keep messing with me.
Listen, I was married for 15 years. I'm not scared of anything anymore. Even if it's behind a gun, I'm still not scared of it.
Oh, Lord.
I'm prepared to die if I have to. Anyway, sumo wrestler suits. Okay. See, now that I could get behind. That would be fun.
I will video it.
I'll tell you what, Jennifer, we do the sumo wrestler suits. We tell dad jokes, and whoever laughs has to drink.
I'm
the
out.
Sumos.
Can you guys imagine me in a sumo suit with me being so short?
It would be more like a roly-poly.
Right? You know, on Willy Wonka, where the little girl turns into a blueberry?
Yeah.
That would be me.
Oh God.
At least I admit it.
Okay, you admit it. But yeah, that could be fun. Sumo suits, dad jokes, and shots.
Yes. Y'all would just push me over and I wouldn't be able to get back up. So
dear Lord, that could also be really dangerous too. Yes. Just remember, the older we get, Jennifer, the harder it is to heal when we hurt ourselves.
Jennifer just said I would be an Oompa Loompa sumo.
Oh my God, that's funny. Oh Lord. Okay.
I just want to see, like, honestly, I kind of want to try it on now to see if like my head would fit outside the costume once it's inflated.
An Oompa Loompa. I never would have thought of that. That's priceless, Jennifer. That's priceless. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the subject at hand before we went down another one of those rabbit holes.
It's too late. It's gone.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So any other exciting things happen while you're there besides Sean launching his Xterra and tearing it up?
No. I mean,
are you crying?
I was laughing so hard about trying to picture me in this sumo and her calling me an Oompa Loompa sumo. It's just a done thing.
Where's my?
I can't.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay.
Jennifer, now she's saying this is why Ashley and I can't be around each other. So
let's move on, since we're halfway through the show and we've taken like 10 rabbit holes off to whatever. The Rendezvous was a good success. The weather was like it always is. I think even Jennifer might have been the one that said it, that if it doesn't rain at the Rendezvous, it's just not the Rendezvous.
Pretty much.
I believe that was her or somebody. So let's move on now to the Rebelle Rally.
Oh my gosh.
Katie and Lisa, the Wild Mavens.
Uh-huh.
They are participating in the Rebelle Rally. Today is the end of day 6. It's an 8-day event. I've been following them pretty closely. And I have to admit that the scoring and the point system confuses the hell out of me. Mm-hmm. But they're going to come on as soon as they get home and get settled. They're going to come on with us, and we're going to talk about it. So it's been a pretty neat deal with them watching the live tracking and the updates, and then they have these maps, and these gals have no technology.
None.
But I have so many questions, and now the event, the Rebelle Rally, the media tent, we orchestrated an interview. Mm-hmm. That was a challenge in itself.
I can imagine.
I got the interview, but they would not let me send a link to them, the email to the media tent computer or whatever, mm-hmm. so that they could join and I could record it. They said, hey, we use Zoom, but we'll record it and send you the recording, and they didn't. So, but some of the takeaways from the Rebelle Rally was it was hard for them to sleep a couple of nights because they're in little tents. It's cold.
Right. They're out in the desert.
Katie saw the weather, so they stopped in town before they went out, because I saw them. It was funny. I asked them, they were talking, and I said, you ladies, after the tech inspection, I noticed you spent a lot of time in town, and as I was looking on the Google Maps, it looked like you guys were at a nail salon. Were you getting manis and pedis before you hit the desert? And they started laughing. They're like, no, they went to pick up some warm clothing. Mm-hmm. Katie ended up with 2 long john tops and no long john bottoms.
Oh, so no.
She was a little cold. And but they've had a good time. They had a hard time sleeping one night because they had somebody next to them in another tent that was like snoring like the freight train. And so that was a little rough for them. But they've had a blast. As far as how they're doing overall, from what I can tell, looking at the points in the scoring system and the percentages, they're somewhere in the middle to upper middle part of the field. There's a lot of this stuff that's still provisional. So when you look at it, it's not exactly what you call. Did you seriously just freaking yawn?
Did. I had a very long, boring day at work. So like my brain is just done.
For those of you listening out there, Ashley just yawned while I'm talking.
You're boring. I'm sorry.
Holy, okay. Anyway, the ladies are having a ball. They're kicking ass. They're doing really good. And I can't wait for them to get back and get finished. And I'm not paying any attention to Jennifer's comments in the comment section. I'm not even going to post them.
I'll tell y'all what she said. If you can't see it, it says that's because Lee was talking.
Yeah, right.
I already said he was boring, so thank you for the backup.
Look, I'm trying to be nice. I'm not throwing out every, bad word like I normally do, because normally I don't have a filter. I just say whatever I want to say. And I'm trying to, I'm not saying I'm turning over a new leaf. No. But anyway, so back to the Rebelle Rally. That thing looks like a blast for the ladies. Yes. And I would encourage any lady that wants to form a team and can, make it work financially and logistically, please go do that, because that looks like one of those things that's, a lifetime event for you.
It's something that I've really considered doing, but it's trying to find the right partner, because you are in such a tight space for so long and you have to rely on that person. So it's got to be someone that you can trust, which I love Katie and Lisa's dynamic,
I do too.
Yep. I can see how well that they work. And so it's something that I've kicked around, which is funny that you're talking about now, because your wife mentioned at Big Iron that she wanted to team up with me to do it.
Right. And I'm going
to strangle a child here in a minute because I can see a hand just flying.
I put the kibosh to it. I told her she couldn't do it with you.
Why?
Because that's just too much time for y'all to spend close to each other and her to tell you all my deep, dark secrets. And hell no.
I'm going to send her a text message and be like, hey, don't listen to that crazy.
You know what, really? Here's the funny part for all of you. So, yes, Felicia did tell Ashley, we should do this. We could do this. Let's practice and we could do it. And Felicia didn't understand really the dynamics and the logistics behind it. The moment I told her that the entry fee was $14,000 and some change, she's like, screw that, I'm out.
Well, and so the problem is, if she and I were to do it, because you got the entry fee, but looking at like the Forerunner is too heavy to run on sand now.
Yeah.
So I'd have to find something a lot lighter. And
but they're doing it out there in stock Honda. What are those Ridgeline? Not Ridgelines. There's 3 Hondas that are just bone stock.
Really?
Yeah. And then there was, I can't, they have a bone stock Rivian, and that thing's heavy.
Right.
But the way they accorded to the ladies and the way I understand it, the course has multiple routes. And so some of them have the option, like the 4x4s can take a different route and get, points going this way and short. It's a complicated thing. I'm not going to pretend like I really understand it, because I don't. But, it's like I told Felicia. So if you and Ashley wanted to do it, the thing is, 1, you got to find the right vehicle. Right. 2, we got to start finding sponsors.
Right.
And
Chad, I'm going to throw you under the bus for that one. Joking.
Chad, you got to sell a damn kidney, dude.
He's probably like, I'm not responding to that.
I know. But, anyway, I think, though, what happened, or what I see happening is that if you really take this seriously and you get into it, some of the car manufacturers are actually donating the cars for you to use in the event. I think Rivian dropped off 3 cars the day before.
Really?
Or trucks, I should say. And I think Honda did the same thing. And, so there's a few of them. Here's what I want to do. Chad, listen to me carefully.
Don't listen.
I think that it would be cool to reach out to Enos or Enios, or however you say it, those Grandier things, and get the truck version of that new truck, and put a small lift on it, some wheels and tires on it, get the traction boards on it, get the recovery gear on it. And that's what Ashley and Felicia ought to take and drive. So we need to find somebody. Chad's probably the guy, because I think he has an in.
Okay.
That would be the coolest rig.
It would.
Out there. Because everything is, this year, everything was Bronco Raptors.
No, I'm not a Bronco fan.
Well, Felicia likes the Broncos, but she don't like what they cost.
I don't like the Broncos. Yeah, I don't know.
And I think the trucks are badass too, Chad. Chad says the trucks are badass. Yeah, that's what we need to do. And then we need to figure out a deal with those guys so that if you ladies place at a certain point up, you get to keep it.
Who's going to keep it though, me or Felicia? Because then you got to fight between the two of us.
It's joint custody.
It's going to be joint custody every other month. Somebody gets it.
Yeah, every other month. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so the Rebelle Rally has been really great to watch. If you haven't watched it or followed the ladies, this Team Wild Mavens, they're number 104. They're driving a Jeep.
They're driving Lisa's Jeep.
Yeah, Lisa's Jeep. She's the driver. Katie's the navigator this year. It was reverse roles last year.
Yep.
And they were driving Katie's 4Runner. And so go look them up. It's Team 104, the Wild Mavens. It's called the Orange Crush, I think is what they named the Jeep. And I think they're doing a great job. I really do. I think they're in that upper part of the middle of the pack. But I think there's 65 teams this year.
It seems like it continues to grow, which I love. And it's definitely something I'd be interested in running, but don't ask me to do the navigation. I didn't know the navigation is not for me.
But that's one of those things that you really need to learn it, because I think both people really need to know what they're looking at or what to look for. Right. I realize that, you have one person that's their sole focus. But I think it helps if you know enough about that, if there's a point, you can question it. Or if you get out and stop and y'all are looking, you can at least have the ability to go, okay, well, all right, I see that. We got to, we're dead reckoning this way or this, the whole 9 yards. So
I can see that too. And it's definitely something that I can see learning, but it would take a lot of patience. And right now, patience is not my strong suit with my children. So I don't see that happening.
That's why animals eat their young.
Oh my God. No. What is wrong with you?
Just get rid of them. Find another one. That's why I tell Amelia all the time. I'm like, hey, I'm going to take you to Walmart and get another one that looks just like you. And she's like, you can't. I'm too old now. My return policy's up. Anyway. Oh, geez. Jennifer needs to know if she needs to come get Emma.
I mean, if she wants to.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Other than that, the Rebelle Rally, they got 2 more days. I think today's the end of the 6th day, if I'm not mistaken. So they got 2 more days. It's an 8-day event. They turned their phone in. Phones. One of the questions I didn't get to ask the ladies, and I'm sure there's some process, but all these modern day vehicles have navigation in them.
Right.
So how are they disabling that? Are they just pulling the fuse? Or are they?
I never thought about it.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So most all these vehicles have modern day navigation. So how is that, how's that working? And then think about this. Like, I don't know about your Sequoia or the 4Runner, but like in my truck, you can flip through the digital screen and there's a compass there.
Yes.
And that helps too, but you can also plug the map and all that stuff on the screen from the main screen. So I'm just, and when they come on the show with us, once they get back, they said, give them a couple of days to get home and then they join us. That's a question we'll have to ask them, because I'm curious.
Well, so like the 4Runner, it just has the navigation built on it. There's no, I've never thought about figuring out how to disable it, but on the Sequoia, granted, it's the last year of the 2nd gen, you have to pay to use the navigation.
Right. You can still see the map on the screen.
You can still see the map, but if you want to use your navigation, like, it was so funny because you have to download this app and then you have to pay a yearly fee to auto start your car, to use your navigation, for tracking systems, all of this stuff.
Right.
And so I didn't do the navigation. And even the lady with Toyota told me, don't pay for it. Your car has Apple Pay. just use your navigation on your phone because it's 10 times better than what we offer.
Yeah. I will say though that the deal being able to use the app to stop and start your vehicle or unlock it and lock it,
Yes.
and, all that, like roll up the windows or close the sunroof.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of nice.
I like the app when it works for the auto start. There are times where it doesn't.
If you don't have the doors closed all the way, did you know this? That if one of the kids shuts the door and it doesn't quite latch fully, they won't auto start.
Mine just yells at me. So if the kids left, don't close the door. My app will tell me. If you leave something in the car, it'll send you a message about making sure you check your rear seat. Like if you left a kid in the car or something like that, it'll tell you to go check your seat. Jeff drove the Sequoia a couple weeks ago to work because he needed to bring home a new bunk that he had made for the Cricket for Gavin to make it longer.
Right.
I get this alert. You have multiple doors open on the Sequoia. So I'm calling him going, dude, what are you doing to the car? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, it told on you. It told me that you've got multiple doors open and it's unlocked.
Oh, yeah. Jennifer, it's not only for Toyota, the Nissan. I think my Chevrolet Colorado had the same thing. I think almost all of them nowadays have this Connect service where you can, like I can pull up my app and see how many miles are on the truck, how many miles till it's empty. You got the same thing. So anyway, sorry, we went down that rabbit hole again because
I'm going to show my app because Jen's asking, but
it'll be curious to know what these ladies do. How do they have the tech guys there come in and disable that? How do they disable it? I'm just curious about it. I did learn though that it's kind of interesting if you have a mechanical issue. Technically,
you fix it. You still repair it.
Well, there's a limit. So you can, but they have a tech van or trailer and they have guys there that will help. But one person from the team has to be there the whole time.
Right.
And so you can stay there and work on it all night if you need to. And so, and then they had to stay below 80 kilometers an hour, whatever freaking hell that works out to.
I need miles per hour, not
I need
kilometers.
Miles per hour.
So Jen's asking to see the app. So this is mine. It's showing, the Sequoia, how many miles until empty, and then what its current status is that it's locked. If there's any recalls, anything like that on the vehicle, it'll tell me, which I love. And I've got the 4Runner plugged into it, but the 4Runner's too old. It won't pick it up.
Yeah.
It won't do anything for it.
Sorry.
You're looking for your app too?
No, well, I'm trying to actually log it back in because I thought I was logged in, but apparently I'm not.
So Jen, you might have it on the Armada. Mine's just Toyota Connect, so you probably have like a Nissan Connect. I know the 4Runner's got a version of that, but it doesn't do near the amount of stuff. But the newer stuff it does.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive all the things to do. So I just wonder what. Okay, I got to log in. I don't feel like messing with it. What they do. So we'll find out. But anyway, all right. We're coming up on an hour. So
you tired of our rabbit holes that we keep going down?
No. I think I need to go take a gummy.
Oh Lord, you and your gummies.
No, I don't really. I'm just kidding.
What did Michael
say? The blasphemy. Jesus, I can't believe he said that.
Is he being converted now that he's in Alaska?
Well, I think he's starting to kind of go a little to the left. It's all that fish he's eating.
I'm not a fish person, so good luck with that, Mike.
Our buddy Michael in the house.
We miss him.
Yeah, we do miss him. I talked to him earlier today.
Did you?
We had a good chat on the phone today. Yeah, I'm happy to see he's doing so well up there.
He looks like he's loving life, which
he told me he's lost 25 pounds.
That's amazing.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I found it.
I don't want it, so keep it. I've worked really, really hard to get my weight off, so no.
Yeah. Well, Michael, you know what they say, for every, what is it the doctors tell you, for every 30 pounds you lose, you gain an inch, and you know what? So 5 more, buddy. You get another inch. You'll have a whopping 3 inches.
This is information I didn't need to know. So thanks for that.
Well, Anyway, I'm just teasing. Love you, buddy. All right. Well, let's call it a night. What do you say? And we'll be back Tuesday. Hopefully, neither one of us have like some weird, crazy things going. He says 1.5 inches. Anything weird and crazy going on, and it'll probably just be us again next week. Hopefully, that's okay with everybody.
We could just make Chad join.
Yeah, we could get Chad to join. He hadn't been on in a while, so we need to have him. Yeah,
Chad, I just threw you under the bus because you mentioned it at Rendezvous.
Yeah, we need to have him on again. So anyway, do you have anything big in the works? Any kind of things going on that you want to?
No.
Well, I got nothing. Folks. She's boring.
I am boring. I got really, really boring. No, I just got.
Wait. Time out.
What?
Vienna sausage. Sorry. That's got to be a reference to Michael's 1.5 inches.
I'm assuming because she originally said Oscar Mayer and then she said Vienna sausage. So she's comparing Mike's growth to
the things that are said in our chats. Michael knows this. It's been that way since the beginning, and we love it.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So for
Chad
me,
says he's next week.
I'm happy because I finally got notification from AluCab that the fit kits for my Nissan are in stock. Now I'm just waiting on it to arrive.
I need to find time. I need Chad's help, or I need to find time to go over to CBI and see if they will scan the Sequoia.
Why don't you just drive to Idaho?
They said if I brought it out there, I could, that they would scan it because I'd really like to stay with CBI with their Prince route because I love it. But
they got the new one now. Have you seen the new one?
I know it's gorgeous.
And it's got the lips that come over the top for added stability and strength.
Right. But I need to get a roof rack on the Sequoia, and I need to get a lift. Like I got the Method tires when I was at Moore, but I can't decide what size tires I want to go to yet. And if I go where I'm probably going to end up, I have to put a lift on it. The only lift I can find is a Westcott little like lift spacer lift.
Jennifer says girls trip. Let's go.
Sold. I could do a spacer lift, a Westcott spacer lift, or Dobinson.
Michael says CBI makes racks for mom vans.
Hey, don't diss the freaking bougie mom mobile, okay? It won't be that way for long, I hope.
It does look like a grocery getter.
It does look like a grocery getter.
It really does.
If it was
he says you need to get that new rack from Theo at Big Country. Yeah, you know what? Okay. That thing's a beast.
I'll have to look at it because I haven't seen it. Chad.
Oh, Michael Gonzalez says he drove a Liberty. That's referring
to. This is true. Mike did drive a Liberty for a long time.
So this Michael Gonzalez is referring to Michael's driving other Michael. So yeah. All dogs is the way to do it, man.
I like all dogs.
Kyle and Chad are the coolest guys. So
the problem is so many of the companies are going with the brand new Sequoia bodies versus mine, the second gen. And so it's hard to find any modifications to do it. So for a bumper, I actually have to. No, hell no. I went on that wait list before I got mine. They told me it was going to take me 1.5 years before I could even get it.
You can get one now. I could go down and get one now.
I'm good. I'm not paying that price.
Go get one.
Nope. It's actually smaller than the second gen.
Just saying.
It's actually smaller.
It looks better.
Shut up. Mine's cool. I like mine. And it's that lunar rot color.
That's an ugly color.
It is not an ugly color.
Shut up and quit. That's fugly color. That's mall crawler fugly. Anybody who agrees with me, it's ugly.
It's not ugly.
It is ugly.
It's just really hard to describe.
It looks like an old lady driving it. Y'all remember that thing we did with Ashley where she's driving like this? An old lady. Uh-oh, I just got the fingers. Both of them.
You got 2 of them.
Oh, geez. Ashley getting
Lord, what radio money, Mike?
Oh, geez. Anyway, all right. Well, enough bashing on Ashley because I don't want her to leave too soon. She needs to stick around for a little while.
Say, I disappeared for a while. I just came back and already you're talking shit.
Well, I mean, you knew what you were getting into.
I know.
I mean, think about
second guessing it every week.
Jennifer says you'll have matching vehicles. Anyway, other than that, I got I get to get a fit kit for mine. Ashley's got to get a lift kit and a rack. I think Chad had a really good suggestion with that rack from Theo.
Okay. We need to talk to Theo and see what we can do.
So, anyway, all right. Thanks to everybody for watching, for listening. Thanks to our sponsors, Chad at Overland Attic, and thanks for joining us on, in the chat tonight, Chad. Rugged Bound and Midland Radios. Head over to Overland Radio, and there's going to be a couple of new things posted on there in about 48 hours. Come take a look.
The comments, I'm dying.
What are they?
Michael Gonzalez, I love Rex. Oh, that is the wrong conversation. I mean,
well, Michael, if it's any consolation, I like them too.
Yeah.
Oh,
look, Lady Overlander. Hi, ladies.
That's it. We got to go now because they'll all team up on me. Ashley and her crew, they'll all gang up on Lee, and it'll be.
You asked for it.
I don't ask for it.
Yes, you do. You ask for it.
Jeff, if you're listening.
He's listening, I promise.
Come get your wife, put the leash on her in the muzzle, and take her back. I'm teasing.
See, everybody's on my side.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no. All right. Well, thanks for Ashley for joining us tonight again. I know this is like only your second time back. Really? Yeah, it's your second time. So I appreciate you doing it with me. I enjoy it. And hopefully you can, bring something to the table besides just shit.
No, it's going to be shit. You're welcome. And Lady Overlander's asking, are you scared?
Hey, you know the deal. Wink twice and nod if you need help. Right.
I don't see you winking and nodding yet, so you're good.
I'm good. Anyway. All right, everybody, have a great night. Thanks again, Ashley. Check out overlandradio.com. In about 48 hours, there'll be some new stuff on there you might be interested in. We'll also be making a post. And thanks again to our sponsors. Everybody have a great night. We love you all.
See you guys next week.